How's that? Like that? Like this? Alright. Where do I start? Right, okay. Do I look at the camera or do I look... Right, okay. Hi, my name's TJ Kerrigan. I'm the director of the Opposing Thumb Records Limited, which is a record label, obviously, that I started July last year. We currently have 3 bands and a DJ signed to the label, but we're always looking for like new talent and artists to come through. We're based in Basildon in Essex, and I built this studio as a place for artists. I'm a bit of a handyman, buildery type. I'm not really like an art guy myself. I mean, like I like it. I mean, I can appreciate a nice painting, but it's not really my vibe. You know, I'm more business. Like I like the wheeling and the dealing. You know, of like trying to secure a deal or like create something that people can enjoy that ultimately means that I can have money, because I haven't had any in a while. I've always enjoyed the idea of money. Like when I thought about myself growing up, I thought that I would always have money. You know, that would be like a thing. I mean, it turns out it's actually quite hard to get nowadays. Well, not hard to get, but like hard to keep. Do you know what I mean? In the immortal words of Wu-Tang Clan, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. You know, and when I heard that when I was younger, it really sort of like it really sort of like burned itself into my mind. I mean, what have I done to sort of get money? I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know if there's any such thing as like a get rich quick. Like, I think that there's good ideas and there's bad ideas. Like I did try out like the whole crypto thing, like last year, maybe the year before. I mean, I didn't go all in. I did it like because it just seemed a little bit like flaky from the outside. I mean, I managed to double the money that I put in, and then I just withdrew it all because it's like, well, I don't know. It's like it's not real money, is it? Do you know what I mean? I mean, like, what is real money? But like, crypto isn't real money at all. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, there are billionaires out there in crypto, but I mean, could they take it out of the bank? I don't know. I mean, that's a genuine question. Can they take that out of the bank? I don't know. Yeah, so I've lived in Basildon the majority of my adult life. Like I've always been around here. I grew up in Castle Point, which is just down the road. Slightly better area than Basildon, I'd say, but I really like it here, to be honest. Like I fit right in because it's a real town of like movers and shakers and people that are just trying to like get one up on each other in like any way that they can, which I think is quite commendable, you know. I mean, it's got its reputation, don't get me wrong, like, but what place hasn't? Like, it's got its bad bits, but I mean, it also has its nice bit as well. So, you know. Yeah, I'm not particularly good at business, although it is like one of my main drives, which seems to be a bit of a paradox in itself. But like when it comes to making money, I've always like, I don't know, I'm too easy come, easy go with it, I guess, to like hang on to it for enough time to be able to do anything with it. You know, I'm a kind of a spend it as I make it kind of guy. You have to enterprise in this world, you know, like it's a really tough place to be at the minute, and like I think that if you can make more, then you definitely should, because I think that a lot of the world has kind of come to a standstill. Like after the pandemic, I feel that everything's kind of, yeah, like everyone slowed right down, which I think is like, it's good in a way, you know. A lot of people took stock of what was important and shrunk back to that. And like for me, it has always been success and to succeed. And like I just never really knew what that actually meant. Do you know what I mean? So like I'm having a go at this now to see if, well, I think it's this. I think it is this. I mean, you never know until you do it, right? But I mean, I think that this makes sense. I don't, yeah, but I don't know what to say. You know, like I mean, I can do stuff. Like I'm more of a doer than a talker. You know, like, I mean, you know that. But I mean, I don't know. It's hard putting it into words, because like it sort of makes you question, doesn't it? Like it makes you actually think about what you're doing, and like whether there's any point to any of it. But you know, yeah. Anyway, it's probably fine. We're probably doing the right thing anyway. Oh yeah, okay. So so some of the businesses I've started. I mean, I've started a few businesses over the years to try and like I don't know, figure out how, like what my life is, or like what I'm supposed to be doing. I had an electrical business to start with, but very quickly learned that I did not want the responsibility, uh, and also the crippling anxiety of worrying that you've burnt someone's house down passively by wiring something up wrong. So I had to quit that. I've started a restaurant business as well, which, I mean, I managed to find a unit for it, but we never ended up going through with it. I actually I did get my food hygiene level 2, so that I could like work in the kitchen and sort of like try and be more hands on myself. It was called Dope, but yeah, the unit ended up, they were a bit funny about what we were trying to do, and actually there's like a we made a advert for it. Do you Have we got the advert? We don't. Would you? Well, we filmed. Hang on a minute. I'm sure there's a. Let me try and find it. Oh, okay, where were we? Yes. Music. Yeah, the record label. So I only really got into music when I decided to start the label. I mean, I've never really saw the point in it, I guess. Like, it's just a bunch of jangling, isn't it? It's just all like jangling about in your ears when you're like trying to get on with stuff. And I mean, I never really got it. But I mean, I'm learning. I'm learning about it now. I'm learning about like different types of music and things like that, and like the reasons behind it. Atom's been a big help along those lines. Like he's the art guy, you know, for the business. I suppose, yeah, I should say that I'm not in this alone. Although I am the director of the company, we have like an artistic director as well, Atom, because I am no good at any of that stuff. Well, I mean, I'm not particularly good at anything, if I'm honest. But he is, yeah, he just know, like he's got an art mind about him, you know, like he's good at like coming up with concepts for the music videos. He's good at like the branding and the merchandising. He does a lot of like the ToT Rec stuff. I should have said before, we are the Opposing Thumb Records Limited. That's ToT Rec for short. And I mean, I should be wearing something with the brand on it, I guess. Maybe we'll do another one of these, another shot where I've got like the hat on or something. I don't know. Didn't really think about it. Yeah, Atom's great. He's a godsend, if anything. He handles a lot of the day to day, a lot of the the ideas and the stuff, and like he goes outside, which is something that I don't like. I don't go outside very often. Like my therapist says it's agoraphobia, but like I just hate society is the truth, and I don't really want to be a part of it. You know, I like to, so I'm more of I'm an in-house kind of guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, I've been doing this. I mean, like, so I've been self-employed now for 5 years, 6 years, and like, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for the world. Don't get me wrong, it is scary, like being out there on your own, and like I've many times I've been like unsure about whether I've been making the right decision. But you know, you get like there's a lot of freedom that comes with being self-employed. So for that reason, like I think that the positives of like being able to choose what you do with your time and only answering to yourself far outweighs the negative side of like not knowing if you're going to be able to afford like food for that month or something. But you know, you get to pick and choose what you do. So like, well, unless it's eat, but you know, what I mean, it's freedom. You know what I mean? It's freedom, which I think at the end of the day is ultimately the goal of life, is to be free. So you've got to try and find it in, well, unless it's financially free. Hmm. So, like now in the label, I found through Atom's guidance that I was just kind of like the initiator. I just kind of was the one that started it, and now I just kind of have to sit back and like he lets me sort of like give inputs and things, but ultimately it's definitely his show. Like I send emails, you know, like um and I also, and if they need stuff built for like a shoot or something, like I'll build the props or the, you know, because I love learning new things. And like a lot of people say that I have a lot of like useless talent. Well, I say a lot of people, like I don't actually know anyone, but yeah, a lot of people say I've got useless talents, but I just say that like I just get bored easily. You know what I mean? And I like to learn how to do new stuff. But that's actually starting to help out now, which is quite nice. It's nice to be able to find, like, until this point, I never had a use for being able to build a 6 foot dildo that shot stuff out of its mouth. Yeah, so I'd been getting like quite down about life, um, and I was doing a lot of reading at the time, just like, you know, various different things, philosophies, different worldviews and stuff. Um, and it really got me asking myself like those important questions, like what am I doing with my life? Um, are things gonna get any better, or is this it? And it kind of like it led me down the path of like, well, what do you want to do? To which the answer was, I don't know. I'm hoping that this will make me happy, but there's never a guarantee, is there? We are cautiously optimistic about the future. I mean, you've got to be, in you, otherwise, like, what's the point in anything if you're not optimistic? But I mean, we understand the industry, and we understand how how like cutthroat and ruthless it is, and how especially nowadays as well, like everything's changed. Like everything's become more about, it's like more content driven, more likes driven, and more like it's all about engagement. You gotta have like engagement with your brand or like with your socials, you know. And like I mean,